Yo, what is up guys, welcome to a new video. A lot of you asked me a lot of times for HARDSTYLE soundbanks, HARDSTYLE sample packs and all these things. So today I'm gonna review not one but two HARDSTYLE soundbanks, and the good thing is they are not from the same VST. One is for Serum and the other one is for Silence, so if you just have one of those you can still get it, you know. And I'm gonna show you if you can make some tracks with it, you know, just with those soundbanks, if you can make a complete track, the breakdown, the drop, effects and all these things. And I'm gonna show you also that the Silent soundbank doesn't only have the synth, okay, it has some other things that you're gonna see later. I have to say that the links of both soundbanks are in the description, so you just can go there and download the soundbank, get your copy. And well, if you like this video, if it helped you, you know what to do. As I always say, give a like and subscribe so you don't miss anything. So with that being said, let's start with it. So here we have both VSTs. This is Serum, this is Silent, okay. This pack is by Higher Dimension Sounds, and this pack is by d-tunez. d-tunez is another YouTuber, a hardstyle YouTuber. Let's start with the Higher Dimension one. So this pack is pretty good because it has a lot of different sounds. It has atmosphere sounds, basses, effects, leads, pads, plugs, and this could be like screeches. So this preset is called Darkness. I think it's pretty good for the background on a track, on the breakdown especially. This one is called Mars and is also pretty good. It makes everything a bit warmer, you know, and also give this kind of fear feeling, we could say. Then we have some basses. I would use this more as an effect, maybe, you know, try to automate it, pitch it up or things like that to give like a kind of effect. This bass is called Loop and it's pretty aggressive. If you don't like this rhythm, you just can go here, you know, and double click on these dots, you know, and you just have it. Or change the rhythm if you like it. This one is pretty good for effects, especially like kind of screeches in my opinion. It's called Murderer. You know, if some kind of effects in the background would be super awesome. Then we have this bass called Aggressive. For effects we have first this one called Climbing, is a rising effect. We also have some kind of impacts. This preset is called Crashed. Pretty good for transitions when you switch from the drop to the break, for example. This kind of impact down lifter is also pretty good. And pretty full because it has some sounds in the highs, some in the lows and some in the mids. This is another rider, Put Your Hands Up. This one is called Smash and is super aggressive. Then we have some leads, this is called All The Way. Then we have this one called Basic Hardstyle Saw, you know, it's a normal super saw, a normal lead. But you can use it also for chords, for example. This one is super aggressive, as it says, it's called Dirty AF. This one is also pretty good, it's called Earthquake. Then a normal super saw, you know, you can use it for leads or for chords. This one is also so good, are just normal strings. You can use it for the breakdowns. We have also some pads, it's called Antimatter. This one is a bit higher, it's called Light Year. This one is so cool and it's so good to add movement to the breakdown especially, it's called Robot Heart. And we have, of course, some plugs for the breakdown. This one is called Crystal Clear. This one is called Lover. And then we have some screeches for, you know, the more raw style drops, for effects and all these things. This one is called Crying for Help. We also have some, like this one is called Field 3 and has some rhythm. This one is pretty aggressive, it's called Hardstyler. This one is called Scratching 2. And this one is Scratching 4. So after checking some of the sounds of this soundbank, I think it's pretty good for a hardstyle song because it has some atmosphere sounds and pads for the breakdown. You know, you also have some plugs, especially for the breakdown. You have some sounds for the drop. You know, normal leads, leads that you can use for the chords. You have screeches. Also, you have some basses that you can use on the breakdown, maybe on the drop if you want. Also, maybe you could try to layer with the kick if it works, or try to add some effects. You know, or things like that. So I think it's a pretty complete soundbank, you know, and for sure you can make an entire song just with this soundbank because it has all the elements you need. Now let's go to this one by d-tunez. Okay, this plug is not complete, so as you can see it has some leads, some chords, some plugs, some basses, other sounds and screeches. And the idea on this is that when he has more sounds, imagine that he makes 2-3 more leads, 2-3 more chords, more basses and more screeches, he's gonna update it, you know, so you can download it again and you have the updated version. So every now and then you have new sounds and you can use them in your track, so you don't use always the same sounds. And I also have to say that these presets have no delay and reverb, so they're gonna sound drier, but this is good because you should at least disable the delay and the reverb and use an external one, you know, on the mixer. So all the leads have exactly the same reverb, so it's gonna sound a lot cleaner and more unified. So this first lead is top lead 1, then we have top lead 3, top lead 4 for example. More like pitch it up and down super fast to give a bit of movement to the sound. We have the square lead 1. Supersaw 2 is a bit softer. And you can use it also as a chord, you know. Then we go to the chord, this is chord 1, or you can use it also for some leads. But you can use it for chords. Then chord 2 is a bit softer. Chord 4 is more detuned. Then let's go to the plugs, you know, we have this one has delay and reverb. And then we have plug 2. We also have some basses, for the breakdown especially, some subs. We have some effects like sub drop, or this uplifter. As you can see, it doesn't go up, okay, so what you can do is just put a pattern, you know, and render this sound and pitch it up as it was a sample. And then of course some screeches. Okay, so is this soundbank good? I think yes, but just for the drop, you know. It doesn't have that many sounds for the breakdown. Of course, it has the bass and the plugs, so it is good. But not kind of atmosphere, you know, pads and all these things. But it's also good. So as I said before, this soundbank doesn't only have the soundbank itself, okay? It has some remakes of famous songs. So if we go here, we can see that it has some remakes. We have the remake of Forever Lost, Bring It Down, the remake of That Week As Forever, and here we have 3 different remakes of these 3 tracks. Okay, so you can just load it and see if the soundbank works well. So here we have the remake of That Week As Forever. So if we go to the sounds, we can see they are the sounds of this bank. So for example, top lead 1, top lead 3. We also have the supersaw 1. We have the chord 2, you know, for example. So I'm not gonna play it like that because of copyright, you know. So I'm gonna try to change a bit the melody, but you can see how it sounds at the end. So I changed it just a little bit at the beginning, and it sounds like this. So you can see it sounds so full, it sounds so good. And also, apart from this remake, that you can see how it sounds, how it works, you know, how to use the presets, how to use effects on the mixer, you know, what reverbs and all these things. You also have some samples, you know. And then this one is the remake of Forever Lost, Bring It Down. But of course, again, I changed a bit at the beginning just to try to avoid copyright. So it sounds like this. So as you can see, it also sounds super full and super clean. And again, you have a lot of effects here, you know, and you can see, for example, the reverb and the delay that it has, and how he used the sounds of his own soundbank. So well guys, hope this review was good for you. You have the links of both banks in the description. Hope they help you, you know. And again, you also have the remakes of d-tunez on his soundbank. And yes, I think they are pretty good, and you can use them in your tracks, you know, and make a complete track just with those soundbanks. Maybe with the higher dimension one, you have a bit more of freedom because you have more sounds and you can try other things, especially for the breakdown. But on the drop, both soundbanks are super good, and the good part of d-tunez, as I said, is that it has the remakes, you know, so you can see how you can use those sounds and learn a bit, but please don't copy. So well guys, hope this video helped you, you know. I would love to see some likes and some comments and some subscribes and all these things and some love. And guys, see you in the next video.